When people tell you the story of Bill Gates, they usually focus on his intelligence, his vision, and his relentless hard work. It's hard to argue with his talent or determination. But there's a side of his story that rarely gets mentioned. The side that shows just how much his circumstances, timing, and privileges contributed to his extraordinary success. Imagine yourself in Bill Gates' shoes. Even if you had the same talent and worked just as hard, would you have reached the same heights? Probably not. Let's explore why. Bill Gates was born in 1955 in Seattle, Washington. At the age of 8, he attended Lakeside School, a private school in the city. By the age of 12, he had access to a computer. But this wasn't the kind of personal computer we know today. It was the teletype Model 33 ASR, connected over phone lines to the computers at the General Electric Company. For young Bill, this machine was a window to the future. He quickly became fascinated by the possibilities it offered and began spending hours experimenting with it. His first program was developed there. As the years passed, Bill Gates' passion for computers grew. By the time he was in high school, he had formed the Lakeside Programmers Club with friends who shared his interests, Kent Evans, Paul Allen, and Rick Weiland. Together, they explored the boundaries of computer programming, looking for ways to expand their skills. They even discovered bugs in the systems of a local company, the Computer Center Corporation, which rented computer time by the hour. Initially, their curiosity got them banned, but the company soon realized their talents could be useful. The boys were allowed to use computers for free if they helped identify and fix system errors. This was a crucial moment in Bill's journey. He learned multiple programming languages, including Fortran and Lisp, and got a rare hands-on experience that very few teenagers in the world had at the time. When this company went out of business, he and his friends found another opportunity at Information Sciences Incorporated, a company in Portland that allowed them access to computers as long as they wrote useful programs, such as payroll software. By 1971, Bill and Kent Evans were trusted enough by their school to develop software to manage class schedules. Tragically, that same year, Kent Evans died in an accident while on a holiday trip. This could have discouraged Bill, but he continued working with Paul Allen. In 1972, the two friends founded their first company, Trafo Data, which aimed to process traffic data for local governments. The company was not a huge success, but it was a valuable learning experience. In 1973, Bill Gates graduated from high school and scored an almost perfect 1590 out of 1600 on the SAT, gaining admission to Harvard University. Meanwhile, Paul Allen had become impatient with college life and started working at Honeywell Corporation. He invited Bill to join him, and by 1974, both were working there. One day, Paul stumbled upon an issue of Popular Electronics featuring the Altair 8800, the world's first personal computer, with an Intel 8080 processor. Paul immediately saw the potential and rushed to show Bill. This was the spark. They realized that personal computers were the future. They contacted the company that created Altair and offered to develop software for it using the basic programming language. Bill dropped out of Harvard to focus entirely on this opportunity. Their first company, Microsoft, later renamed Microsoft, was born. Microsoft went on to launch Windows 1.0 in 1983, and by 1986 they had successfully launched an IPO. Microsoft's software became ubiquitous, transforming the company into one of the most powerful and influential technology firms in the world. Bill Gates became the richest man on the planet, a position he held for nearly 2 decades. It's easy to look at this story and think that hard work and talent alone were the keys to Gates' success. But let's step back and examine the role of privilege. First, consider gender. Had Bill Gates been a woman in the 1960s, the odds of achieving the same success would have been dramatically lower. During that time, women faced significant legal and social barriers. Banks could refuse credit cards to women without their husbands' signatures. Many universities, including top Ivy League institutions, severely limited female admissions. Women earned significantly less for the same work, and societal expectations often prevented them from pursuing careers in technology or business. Next, race. Had Bill Gates been black, his journey would have faced even more obstacles. Despite the Civil Rights Act of 1964, racial discrimination was still rampant. Black Americans were denied access to restaurants, schools, transportation, and voting in many areas. Major cities saw riots and unrest as people fought for equality. Bill Gates' white privilege allowed him safe access to elite schools, mentors, and opportunities that others were denied purely because of their skin color. Location also mattered. Seattle in the 1960s was one of the few American cities where cutting-edge computing technology was accessible. Even within the United States, not everyone had access to private schools like Lakeside, which offered high-quality education and early exposure to technology. And then there was the IBM contract. This was a turning point for Microsoft, and it was influenced heavily by connections. Bill Gates' mother, Mary Gates, served on the board of a nonprofit with IBM's chairman. Her recommendation helped Microsoft secure an opportunity that otherwise might have gone to a larger, more established competitor. These examples illustrate what's often called privilege blindness. People tend to overlook the advantages that make success more attainable for some and far more difficult for others. Privilege comes in many forms: gender, race, location, family background, financial security, and access to education. Ignoring these factors can distort our understanding of what hard work alone can achieve. Acknowledging privilege doesn't diminish talent or effort, but it provides a more complete picture of success. It's also a reminder that opportunities are not distributed equally. While Bill Gates and Paul Allen were able to take full advantage of the resources available to them, countless talented individuals around the world are held back by circumstances beyond their control. Even today, privilege remains significant. People born in developed cities or to well-connected families continue to have advantages in education, technology access, and professional networks. Recognizing this is not about assigning blame. It's about understanding reality and working toward fairness. In summary, Bill Gates' story is undeniably inspirational. He was intelligent, driven, and innovative, but his success was amplified by a combination of timing, location, family support, race, gender, and socioeconomic status. Privileges allowed him to take risks, gain access to resources, and leverage opportunities that were out of reach for most people. Understanding this doesn't detract from his accomplishments. It helps us see the complex interplay between talent, hard work, and circumstance. Acknowledging privilege allows us to have a more realistic view of the world. It reminds us that systemic barriers exist, and not everyone starts from the same point. By understanding and addressing these inequalities, society can work toward giving more people an equal chance to succeed. Bill Gates' journey demonstrates both the power of personal effort and the undeniable impact of opportunity. It's a story of intelligence and hard work, yes, but also a story of timing, environment, and resources. To fully appreciate it, we must recognize the privileges that enabled him to reach heights that would have been far less accessible to others.